like. Got this green smoky eye. Then just keep watching.
I will be picking up my MAC Pro Long Concealer, and I will be using a sponge, damp or moistened sponge, and I'll just be patting that around my under eye and on my eyelid to conceal, and also as a primer for my eyeshadow. And the reason I'm doing this today is because I really wanted to cover up that inner corner of my eye that can look a little bit darker or not as beautiful and bright and awake as I would like. So this allows the whole eyelid to be that one color, and even the underneath to be the same color, and I just have a better canvas to work with. Now you'll set that with either an eyeshadow, like a very neutral eyeshadow, or like a translucent powder. I used a translucent powder. The translucent powder is from Nye, and the brush is an IT Cosmetics crease brush. This technique will help your shadows blend and apply smoother. Using MAC Cosmetics in the shade Wedge, I'm applying this in the crease and up towards the eyebrow. I'm going to use this as my transition shade, and this just helps blend the green that I'm doing up into the brow bone, which would be just a shimmer, or into a soft transition into your skin. And I'm using windshield wipers to apply this. You'll see me start doing circular motions, and that's me buffing out the edges. You'll see me move a lot, looking at different angles, and I'm just checking it from all perspectives. That way I know if certain sides look blended or not. Now going in with Morphe brushes, 35S palette in deep plum shade, using the same brush, applying it in the same manner, focusing most of the product on the outer corner of my eyelid. You'll want to start with a little product, and you can even dip into the shade Wedge just to kind of mute that deep purple pigment, because it is such a strong color. It does help to kind of tone it down or mute it with the Wedge color. Also remember that you can always build your color, so you can continue to add more until it is the darkness that you desire. And this is the Makeup Forever Flash Color Palette. And I'm going to be applying this with a flat brush, and I'm going to be focusing this product on the lid. I'm using this cream color as a base, so the shadow will stick to it, and because it's more of a wet product, it's going to make the metallic pop out more. It's going to help if you tilt the brush and kind of finesse your way into the smaller areas of your eyelid and kind of smudge upward to blend that product. And you're just going to repeat the steps on the other eye. So once you're done applying the base, you'll pick up that Morphe 35S palette again, and you're gonna go in with this really beautiful metallic deep smoky green, and you're just gonna place it all over the eyelid where that green cream base is. Please do not worry, it will get blended out, I promise. Using a Morphe brush, I'm going to go ahead and buff and blend all of this out and together. So I'll be working around my entire eyelid and just doing windshield wiper motions and also circular motions to blend all of that together. And you will probably end up wiping some of that eyeshadow off, but you can always apply more on top of it. Just focus on blending and you can always add more later. Remember, practice makes perfect. So if you're doing this and it gets out of place or a little crazy, that you can either just take it off, start over, or you can keep blending and see where it goes. Using a dual-ended brush from IT Cosmetics, this is the side that is a smudging brush. I'm picking up that plum, that very deep purple shade. This was decided last minute. I wanted to just give more definition to the crease, and I'm just gently applying that in a line, basically just stamping the product on the lid. Going back in with that Morphe brush to blend it all out. It helped because it still had that green on it, so it just married this plum and green together. I want to come up with a really creative name for green and plum. Don't know what that would be, so I'm not gonna. Okay, who am I kidding? I want to call it Preem. Once you're done blending, you'll want to just kind of touch up underneath and clean up those edges. I recommend using a makeup wipe. I was too lazy to go get it, so I use my fingers. But a makeup wipe will cause less pull and friction on your skin, so less wrinkles. So I went ahead and applied the rest of my makeup so I could go ahead and do the under eye, and I'm using the plum shade and the smudging brush, and I'm just going to look upward and just rub that product underneath my eye on the lower lash line. And I also will be going in with shade Wedge and doing the exact same thing just to kind of calm the purple down and help it transition into my skin. Using the same brush, just flipping it over, it's got a fluffy side on it, and so I'm going to just buff those shades together and really smoke out the lower lash line. Using NYX Cosmetics palette, I'm going to pick up that beautiful white shimmery color and apply it to the inner corners of my eyes and on my brow bone to give me a pop and make me look awake. The brush that I was using is Eco Tools, and everything will be listed and described in the description bar below. This is the Smashbox X-rated mascara. I'm just going to coat top and bottom of my lashes and then pop on some fake lashes. Are my last pair of Kiss lashes in style 11, I believe, and also I'm using Duo Glue. I'm gonna apply it very thinly to the band, and then I'm going to pop these lashes on. If you want to see a lash video, give this video a thumbs up or leave it in the comments down below and I'll know that you want to see a lash tutorial. And I forgot, these lashes, I double stacked them, so the original Kiss style 11 lashes are not as thick as this. I just put two of them together to make them thicker and more dramatic. I found my favorite tweezers, so I switched up on you, and this is the Crown Brushes tweezer that I got in my Ipsy bag. Go ahead and say this: if you are doing makeup on another person, please just wave the lash in the air and allow it to dry on its own versus blowing on it, because you can get a lot of germs and funky bacteria in your eye by doing that on someone else. I'm sorry, but I had to say it because it is such a huge pet peeve of mine, and it can be very unsanitary and make you look bad as a professional makeup artist if you're giving people pink eye.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment, and let me know what you want to see next. Okay, bye. Thank you guys for watching. Going to do more. So if you want to see how I got this eye makeup look, you better keep watching.